Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the afternoon stream. For all of you, I want to let you guys know that this is an afternoon stream. We're going to have an amazing topic for all of you here. And hey, can too much stardom on YouTube make you crumble? We're going to talk about that. And for all of you watching, hey, I hope you enjoy the whole show. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that you guys understand these are live streams that I try to do every day. And for some of you that are tuning in now, let me just tell you this. I have a little bit of a show for all of you. I have fragrance talk, I have whiskey talk, and also, who the hell's Jake Paul? Well, I'm going to talk about other guys too, especially the people that you might know on YouTube. For all of you watching, hey, I'm going to tell you, if you could do me the favor, one thing I can tell you, at the beginning of the shows, I usually tell you, I allow more people to come into the chat room, and I also allow people to notice that we are live. I do know a lot of people are working, so if you can, do me the favor, hit the like button for the stream of this video, and for all of you, you can interact with me in the chat room. It helps out a bunch, and at the end of the day, hey, we're going to start the show very, very soon, so allow me to allow you to hit the like button. And if you can, let's wait for a little bit more people before we start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, welcome to the main show for today. I have prepared for you a nice little lineup on here. And for all of you watching, hey, yes, Bitcoin. It is officially going down to the gutter, Let me tell you this. $70,000 on Bitcoin, and you guys think that Bitcoin might go to the gutter. Well, it ain't gonna go to the gutter. The point of the matter is, Bitcoin has to go down, and we're showing you this. Shout out to Bitcoin, and shout out to all of you. I'm gonna tell you this. For all of you watching, I have to make sure that I have an amazing show, and I do know there isn't too many people that are not working. There's a lot of people that are actually working. So for any of you that are watching, hey, thank you so much. We're gonna get more people coming into the chat room very soon. I do know about 6 o'clock is usually the time that people leave work. So if you leave work at 6, you show up here at 6. Well, guess what? I'm going to make sure it's a great show. But anyways, I have to tell you, Bitcoin. To the moon, Bitcoin. I also have the show that we're going to do today. Hey, can too much stardom on YouTube make you crumble? And yes, at the end of the day, that means you, YouTuber. Yes, you're a YouTuber, okay. Can that mean you can be one of these people? We're going to talk about different things too, because, you know, when it comes to Hollywood, there's people in Hollywood, also celebrities, that have crumbled. And I think we all know this. We all seen it. We all seen Mike Tyson. I was going to say Michael Jackson. I meant to say Mike Tyson. We all seen Mike Tyson crumble. He had an amazing run. And there's a lot of other celebrities too. A bunch of other celebrities we're going to be talking about on this show. But yeah, man, how am I tell you this? I'm seeing some stuff right now currently on Livestream YouTube. It is officially making me do this, and it's good for you guys. You guys get entertainment. I get some type of a topic going on. And also, I will be talking about fragrances. Zaharoff. Yes. I am going to be talking about over here Zaharoff fragrance. And also, not only am I going to be talking about that, also I will be talking about the one bottle that we reviewed lately. This is the newest of my videos. I recently reviewed this one. I should have reviewed this one a long time ago, but I didn't have time, and most of the time a YouTuber only makes content when he has the feeling to do so, and that's exactly what I did. So for all of you Blanton'S, we're going to talk about this on this stream too. Another thing we're going to talk about is Jake Paul. Is Jake Paul officially going to be one of these guys that's going to go down the rabbit hole very fast, start from stardom to all the way back to zero? Is that what's going to happen? It could happen very soon. It could happen this year. But I kind of want to address a little bit of things that are actually happening on the live streams. And so, you know what? I'm going to wait till the sun goes down, and I do have my cigar here that we might be smoking it. I have prepared for you a beautiful song that I think many of you guys might get chills. And for all of you that love music, I love music. Remember that. And that's one thing I do love. And at the end of the day, I do love doing live streams in the afternoon. Today's stream is brought to you by one man and one man only. His name is Nelson. Nelson, hello Nelson. Thank you for giving me the inspiration to do a stream on the afternoon. Thank you so much, Nelson. If it wasn't for Nelson, we wouldn't have a stream out here, okay? Today, I wouldn't have streamed. I would have done a stream at 9 p.m. Whiskey. But as a matter of fact, afternoons give me a little bit more practice to hit a little bit more topics. And for all of you, this is what you want. You want me to hit the topics. You want me to make sure that I'm, practicing, doing good practice. This is what you call good practice. Because at the end of the day, I had to up my game on the thumbnails. I had to up everything. And the topics, I can defeat any topic. We're going to go on to a topic here. But you know what? I have to say something. Yesterday's stream, I wasn't even lying. I was poisoned, and today I feel much better. The point of the matter is, Zaharoff today talking. Oh, shoot. As a matter of fact, I forgot to say, huge shout-outs to Zaharoff. He's in the chat room. I see you, my man, George Zaharoff. And also, huge shout-outs to Farm Kitty. I see you, Farm Kitty. For all of you that do not know, you can subscribe. When you subscribe, you can type in the chat room, and the chat room is where you can officially be able to talk to me. Yes. But I'm going to tell you this. The priority is Super Chats. If I start reading the chat room too much, I lose concentration. And to me, I have to... God damn! Wait a minute! Time out! This is goddamn no joke! Wait, time out! Time out! Look at this! Let's selfie this one. Nelson Oliveira! You know what? It's finally time. I think, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to start the show. And for all of you watching, this is gonna be for all of you, and it's because of you guys that I do this. You guys are amazing. Let's start the show up. gentlemen, welcome to the afternoon show. This is officially the Whiskey Reaper channel, and I see you. It's going to be a fantastic show, and I have to give a huge shout out to Nelson Oliveira, my man. This is the man that has officially inspired me to do this stream. So for all of you, you can thank him, Nelson Oliveira. Thank you so much for this one, and let's start the show up.
Mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life. So here it is, another chance. Wide awake, you face the day. Your dream is over, or has it just begun? There's a place I like to hide, a doorway that I run through tonight. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize when you were scared. It's a place where you will learn to face your fears, trace the years, and ride the winds of your mind. Commanding in another world, suddenly you hear and see this magic new dimension. With the watching over you, I'm gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity.
Ah, man. Hey, let me just say this. Don't take Stardom for granted for all of you on YouTube. If you think that you can be a star on YouTube, that can crumble in no time. All of you watching, let me say this. You know who the star is? There's a lot of stars on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube creators. Don't let it get to your head. The moment it gets to your head, it is over in no time. And let me just say this for all of you. Nelson Oliveira, huge shout out to Nelson Oliveira. Thank you so much for Reaper Cool. You know what time it is? Reaper Cool. That's Bourbon. Reaper Cool. What? Let me say this. You guys are gonna get a hell of a show. This is a beautiful song. And for all of you, shout outs to all of you. Shout outs to Nelson. Shout outs to Nelson.
Open eyes to see. The walls you built within come tumbling down, and a new world will begin. Living twice at once, you learn you're safe from pain, and the dream remain. Your soul set free to fly. A round trip journey in your head. Master of illusion, can you realize your dreams are alive? You can be the guide, but
Reaper Cool. You know what time it is. Reaper Cool.
watching over you.
Hey, man, this is gonna be a fantastic show. I got the feeling in me. This is for all of you. This is a beautiful song, man. This is such a good song. This is such a beautiful song, man.
I'm smiling next
What a good song. Man, I love this song. I really, really love this song. For all of you, hey, huge shout outs again. I can't say it enough. I'm going to probably keep this on the screen for a good amount of time. We're going to do a selfie. We're going to do an amazing show. And for all of you watching, let me just tell you this. Okay, none of this is scripted. All of this is literally last minute. And you're going to get an amazing show. And you're going to see what I'm prepared for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we have to give it to everybody that's watching, and we have to give it to all of you, the reasons why I got it to 8K. We have to change up everything. We have to make sure we put topics. We have to make sure we live stream as much as we can. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. I am so happy that I'm actually here with all of you, and I can't even explain to you how much this stream is just going to be fantastic. Look, for all of you that think that it's a joke, Stardom, look, it's not a joke, man. Anybody can have a lot of stardom in them, and they could officially just not know how to handle it. For some of you asking, what do you mean by this? Well, let's start off by saying, okay, for all of you, we're going to put something on the screen, and we're going to start off this show very, very nicely for all of you. I do know that many of you are looking forward to a show, and I'm going to give you a good show. And for all of you, hey, we're going to go back to the times that we all saw people that had really a lot of fame. And for all of you, if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe to Instagram. And if you haven't subscribed here, you can subscribe here whenever you can. You can subscribe now, later, tomorrow. I'm going to tell you, if you subscribe now, make sure to hit the upvote button for the stream, because this stream is going to be excellent. And also, you guys are going to learn a little bit of something by the things that I show you. So if you haven't already, hit the like button for this stream. I really, really do appreciate you so much if you do. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? So, in the last 24 hours, okay, I officially been seeing somebody just rise up to stardom. Rise up all the way to the sky. Now, I haven't seen it happen so fast to the point that somebody can officially go to the point that nobody's watching them, and then all of a sudden, boom, everybody's watching. I haven't seen that in a long time. It's been a very, very long time. I'm going to tell you, drama in YouTube, it's pretty strong. If there's drama in a community, a lot of people want to watch. I'm talking about everybody wants to watch. Usually, if there's something that a certain person did on YouTube to create views, like 1 million views on a video, I think we all seen recently, I think in the last decade or so. Let me just take a sip into this. In the last decade or so, and by the way, I'm going to give a huge shout out again. Now we have this on the screen. By the way, we'll give a huge shout out again to Nelson Oliveira. He says with a $100 super banger, he says, I say you, Reaper, time to ring the bell at the ringside. I'm going to tell you this, Nelson. You are the reason why I'm doing this. You are the reason why you gave it the inspiration. And thank you so much for this. And we're going to talk about Jake Paul on this stream. We're going to talk about Mike Tyson. We're going to talk about a lot of things that you guys maybe have seen. And I'm going to tell you, there's also people out there like Holyfield. Some people don't know how to handle their money. They don't know how to handle their stardom. When it comes to boxing, boxing is one of the only sports that I know currently that you can get the most legendary guy possible, and the guy can fall out of the just completely. He can lose all his money overnight. It's to the point that I think we all seen it, okay? With Mike Tyson, we've seen it with a lot of other boxers. Can this happen to Jake Paul? Can it happen to Jake Paul? Also, whiskey. I'm going to talk about Blanton'S too, and I'm also going to be talking about George Zaharoff's release. Yes. Zaharoff. I'm going to be talking about this here, but I have to start off with the main thing on here. And the main thing is, at the end of the day, you guys don't know, but in YouTube, there's a lot of people that get a lot of stardom very quickly. I'm going to say, too quick. Is that good? Is that bad? Is that something that can happen to any of us? I think it can happen to any of us. But can the people online really hold the value of the audience? Can they hold the value of their stardom? Can they hold the value of the money rolling in, can they hold a value in general throughout the years and start a career on YouTube? I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people that started on YouTube, and Justin Bieber started on YouTube. I think all of you know who Justin Bieber is. He's a Canadian. You know what I think? I think Nelson knows. Now, Nelson, I did give you that wrench so that nobody times you out. There's people that mistakenly time out other people. So for the future, for anybody that has a wrench, usually I give them that so that they do not, okay? I've got to make sure that you know. If you have a wrench and you just got a wrench, it's because you supported for a good amount of time. You've been watching me. And also, I'm going to make sure that nobody that has a wrench, you don't get timed out. That's another cool thing about having a wrench. You really can't get timed out. But for the moment, okay, we have something on the screen, okay? And if you see on the screen, yes, that is Mr. Home Alone himself. Now, can you say that, did you guys think that by any chance that he was going to lose all the money, he was going to lose all the stardom that he did? I didn't expect that guy, the guy that we see here on the screen, to turn out to be how he is. Personally, I think that's crazy. This guy looks like a bum. Complete bum. He looks pretty bad. Okay, now we all know he is from Home Alone. I think everybody in the world, I don't even know, there's not even you could be living under a rock in Italy. Over there in Italy, you could still know who this is. Okay, Mr. Home Alone himself. I can't believe he has basically gone down the gutter. And to me, that's horrible to see. But it can happen to anybody. It doesn't mean it's just because it's Hollywood, just because it's Hollywood. No, just because the Hollywood people. No, it can happen to the people on YouTube. Okay, all the people on YouTube it can happen to. You guys are asking, why are you saying YouTubers all the time so much? Because, ladies and gentlemen, currently right now we actually have one of our special guys that used to always hop on, and you see him all the time. His name is Marcelo Time, and huge shout outs to him. He's doing a good job on YouTube, but there's people that do not understand that. I think people on YouTube don't understand. There's YouTube creators that have to have a certain type of certain type of a control. You understand? Yeah, you might have subscribers that tell you to drink and tell you to do this and that. And when is there a limit? When is there a limit that you know as a YouTube creator that, wait a minute, time out. There has to be a limit here. I have to stop just because my subscribers are telling me to do it. I have to stop. Sometimes it takes a big fall for you to realize. I think you all know with that song, it's called Billy Joel, Big Shot. I love that song. I was going to put that song on this stream. But the problem is, I didn't want to put that song to initially say that I'm a big shot, because I know where I'm at. I know where the league I'm at. At the end of the day, do YouTubers realize that, yes, they can get started overnight, but it can actually affect their whole life? And just like we see over here on this photo, it's not a good photo, but this is actually a man that had everything. It was a kid that grew up to be an actor, and officially he fell out. Now, if you think that's the only schmuck I'm going to be showing on there, it's not going to be the only schmuck. Look at this, goddamn! Holy shoot! Man, I didn't even see this website. I didn't see this website because I made sure that if I see these photos, I'm already going to know how they look like. I didn't see Lindsay Lohan on this. This is goddamn awful. Lindsay Lohan came from Disney. Okay, she wasn't on the internet. She came from Disney. And oh, shoot! Look at this! What is this? What, is she alive? Is she alive? Or they put a picture of her? Point of the matter is, stardom could be anywhere. It doesn't mean that you can come out of Disney. It doesn't mean that you can come out of Nickelodeon. You can start your stardom here on YouTube. Is that what's happening right now on the Watch community? Is that what I'm seeing right now in the Watch community? Now, this is a warning for the people that are, how can I say, this is kind of a warning and a wake-up call for certain individuals that are tattooing their bodies. And if you guys in the fragrance community know who I'm talking about, okay? Certain people are tattooing their bodies on the fragrance community. Why? Why? Just because you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and all of them aren't factually 100,000 subscribers, does that make you a star? Are you a star on YouTube when you officially hit a certain type of... I can't seem to tell me, nobody out here can tell me I'm a star. If I ever hit 50,000 or 100,000, I have to literally hit 500,000 or a million subscribers for me to really dig down deep and say, you know what, I'm a fucking star. I could say I'm an alpha, I'm a masculine man and everything. And I'm going to say this again. Nelson, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the beautiful super chat, my man. Thank you so much. Let me take a selfie now. Oh, man, I can't take a selfie with Lindsay Lohan next to me. Shoot. The point of the matter is, Lindsay Lohan, I don't know what show she came out of, but look at her, my man. This is insane. This looks like a dead body. Point of the matter is, now you have this guy. Oh, man, Terminator 2. Did anybody remember that movie? I remember that movie. I remember that this kid was... he seemed to be a kid that would probably be an actor over time. Can stardom really affect you? And one thing that I noticed with all of these guys, I think the last one was the guy too. I don't remember. Point of the matter is, this guy seems to me that he got down the drug path. I think all of them are smoking too cigarettes. They can't afford cigars. But the point of the matter is, hey man, can too much stardom on YouTube make you crumble? I haven't even showed you one YouTube star on these clips. I don't even know what's next. I'm scared to roll down the website. But all of you remember him. He was officially in the Terminator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. If anything, you can get a lot from Arnold Schwarzenegger. He teaches you stuff, you know. He teaches you, hey, you're an actor. You do this, you do that. Make sure there's a routine. You learn. If you're around good people, around good actors, if you're around a good cast, you learn. That's why I like to be around good people, especially for all of you. I try to be around the best YouTube creators. I don't want to be around YouTube creators that don't want to do content. To me, It's a lack of efficacy, and for all of you, when you're a YouTube creator, you have to try to do everything perfect. If you lose a battle, no big deal. But the point of the matter is, you're putting yourself out there, you're doing content for people, and if you hit one person, you entertain one person, that's all that matters. Okay, you understand this? YouTube is a platform that you can become a star. If anybody doesn't remember, there was a time that Cranberry. I should have brought the cranberry juice out here. But Cranberry, the company, they officially gave a guy a new home, a new car, because he made a video on YouTube, and all he had to do with his happy ass, just hold a cranberry while he's skating down the street with a certain soundtrack. He put, I believe, Fleetwood Mac. He put Fleetwood Mac. He was going down the street with a skateboard, with the cranberry juice, drinking it, and the man became a star overnight. His videos rose up to be about I don't know how many, 20 million views. The company noticed. He ended up getting onto the commercials. He ended up turning out to be, the most broke dude in the world. But the point of the matter is, overnight, he wasn't broke anymore. The company wanted to give him money, gave him a house, gave him a car. And at the end of the day, can that happen to you? I think it can. I think most of you can become stars. But the problem is, can you retain that stardom? That's the thing. Can you retain? Now, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this John Connor in Terminator 2. I don't want to see this get in the chopper, man. Oh, man, look at this one. Now let me say this. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know who she is. But this is a good photo to take a selfie with. Maybe not. This is a horrendous photo. This is a horrendous photo. She seems to be like she's still the point of the matter is, I don't even know her name. Amanda Bynes, the actor who starred in She's the Man. I don't even know what She's the Man is. The point of the matter is, I think this is one of those Nickelodeon women. Okay, one of those Nickelodeon women. I'm gonna tell you this. For $1 million right now, what show in Nickelodeon was she at? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know. Have no idea. Was she the Rugrat voice of Angelica in the Rugrats? I have no clue. Don't know. But the point of the matter is, another one that got into drugs. And again, you know what? Some people can't handle. Some people cannot handle the heat of stardom. And these are people that didn't even have the internet back then. Can you believe that? These people didn't have the internet back then. And it's just, I don't even want to see this one. Point of the matter is, who the hell's this? I don't even know how to say her name. Shweta Sabu, the national award-winning actor who starred in Macadee. I don't even know who this is. Who's this? This is why I don't look at websites before I put them on. I just surprise myself. Don't know who this person is. I think she's from India. The point of the matter is, what they call it, Bollywood, I think it is. Bollywood is, it's like a music type of, I don't watch Bollywood, so maybe Money Burner would know what Bollywood is. I am an American, and I can tell you the only time I listen to Bollywood is if I want to make a joke. That's about it. Let me scroll down. Don't know who the hell this woman is. Who the hell's this other woman? Who the hell? Gracie Singh? The female lead in Oscar-nominated movie Lagan? Who the hell's this? Man, what kind of website I went to? I don't even know who this is. Next. Okay, I think everybody doesn't know who this is either. I don't know who this is. Jaden Khan, the star movies, like the movies from the main hood. What is this? This is Bollywood. Of course all these people are going to lose it. And goddamn, they're in India. Of course. What kind of website did I go to? Who the hell's this guy? Uday Chapmel? Come on, man. Let me tell you this. This is what I mean. If you guys think that I officially... I don't even look at anything I do. I just roll with it. Who the hell's this son of a gun? Point of the matter is, we're going to keep him on the screen because he seems like he does the workouts. And I'm going to tell you this, currently today on the streams, boom! We got Nelson. Thank you so much, Nelson. And also, don't forget, Ripper Crew. Hey, if you don't know already, I'm going to tell you this, afternoon streams for me is the hardest streams ever. This is practice for me. Because I know that there's not a huge audience compared to nighttime. And to me, mentally, physically, I have to tell myself, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget all the time, confident as ever, I can jump into a panel of 10, I can jump into a panel 8, I don't care who's on the panel, I can jump and talk to anybody. Hey, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger on panel, I can jump on, I can interview him, he interviews me back, I'll interview him back, and at the end of the day, let's just say this, okay, Ripper Coup, we're number 1. Also, I got George Zaharoff. Yes. I see you, my man. This is the owner of the Zaharoff line. I'm going to talk about the Zaharoff line because currently today I am wearing the beautiful, yes, Coco Loco. Look, man, if you guys think I've been sticking this up my ass for the whole year, you're wrong. Unlike other shill YouTubers, I don't wear my fragrances till it's time to wear them. I couldn't wear this in winter time, and now it's very hot. My balls are sweating, my skin is pouring, my everything. It's hot out here, okay? For anybody who says it's cold in Miami, somebody is delusional. The point of the matter is, Coco Loco, this is officially what I'm going to be talking about very soon. I spray this on, and I feel amazing. How many sprays of this? About 7 sprays. But I will talk about this very soon. Currently, I'm still on the topic of Stardom. Over here, George Zaharoff with a $20 schmackaroos. Thank you so much, my man. He says, much love, Reap. I'm going to tell you, for all of you, hey, all of you that have Super Chat today, you may, Nelson, look, you have to thank Nelson. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm like the substitute teacher that officially told all the kids, gentlemen, if it wasn't for this guy here, we would have never known. We would have there was a possum. There was a possum in the room. We would have never known. Sometimes it's good to praise people that give you a push, give you motivation, give you inspiration. And today, you have to thank Nelson for this, because I officially wasn't going to stream. I still feel poisoned a little bit from the other day. 2 days ago, I got poisoned. If you think I ate rat poison, it was the worst possible thing. I ate a king oyster mushroom from an Asian market, and you can go rewatch that. I said it on the last stream what I did, what happened to me. I got set up. So everybody, please thank Nelson. He is the reason why I'm doing this stream. And George Zaharoff, hey, thank you so much. Also, George Zaharoff, you the man. We're going to talk about the fragrance too. But for the meantime, I don't know who this scum is next door over here. Let me scroll down. This is the A guy. God! Shoot! Britney Spears! I know who Britney Spears is. Let me say this. If there's actually people out there that think that Stardom is easy, the only people that should think that Stardom is easy to get to should be all the women. Okay, if you're a lady and you're on YouTube, you don't have to know shit about a fragrance. I'm gonna tell you this, that's the worst part about it. You could be on YouTube, you could talk about a fragrance like this on YouTube, and you could tell the world with your titties out, and you could say, this smells like plum. By the way, this is a huge shout out to a woman. Her name is, what's her name? Her name is, I'm gonna say, the Erica. There's a woman named, the Erica. Doesn't know anything about fragrances, but she doesn't have to know anything. There's a lot of simps out there that watch on mute. And I can tell you, I have watched a fragrance reviewer on mute before. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Point of the matter is, for the women, you could become a star in no time. All you have to do, you don't have to know about notes. All you have to show is the bottle, and you have to say, yeah. Well, don't say yeah. The point of the matter is, you can say, oh, this smells like plum. It smells like plum. This smells like cheese. This smells like a peach. For all of you, you see these peaches? Well, you get a little bit of peach here. The point of the matter is, women on YouTube can become stars overnight. They don't have to know anything. Now, you're probably asking, why am I saying that when you got Britney Spears next to you? Well, in fact, if you don't know already, Britney Spears, she sings like shit. She sings horrible. But her producer was able to twerk her vocals in the studio, and most of us were able to hear hot bangers. And I think I hear the banger in my ear. She has a couple hot bangers. As a matter of fact, after this live stream, I might be doing some push-ups with some "Hit Me Baby One More Time." Let me tell you this. Britney Spears is one of these women that she grew up, okay? She grew up officially not knowing how to sing, but she didn't need that. All she needed was her looks, her style, and that's how she rose to fame. She made great songs that were written for her. If you think, in fact, that she wrote any of her songs, I don't think some of you know. There's a lot of artists that don't write their own songs. I'm gonna tell you this. When it comes to Britney Spears, I think it's the worst thing I've seen. And in the cases of all these people that I just saw on this whole website, that has to be the worst one. I don't think there's a better example of what could be somebody that has stardom, just goes all the way down to the ground. That is the worst one. Have you seen her? She's been flipping some knives, almost butt naked. The point of the matter is, she could be a billionaire right now, but she's not. Now, there's other things too you can say, okay? There's other things too you can say. And by the way, I see you, Nelson. I see you. Archie, he cool. He cool. Archie, he knows that I am. Look, Archie knows that I am not a guy to mess with. And he knows, in fact, that he likes my content. He respects me. I respect him. We're good. We're in good terms. I was going to do some stuff with him, but there's just so much going on that there's no way, there's no place where I could just jump in and help him out. He has all the help he has right now currently. But I do know Nelson says over here, you're going to make Archie upset with a thumbnail. LOL, hello all. For all of you, I'm going to tell you this. I know Archie. Archie's one of these guys also that, let me just put it this way. And let me full screen myself. Archie's one of these guys that I don't think you guys understand. Archie Luxury started from nothing. He started from doing live streams without a good camera, without anything good. His videos are horrible. Everything was horrible. He started on the ground. I started on the ground too. I started on the dirt. I started where the potatoes grow. Okay, Archie didn't start where the potatoes grow. Archie started in the sewer, and there's a difference between me and him. I'm a little bit more attractive, and he has to play his role on how he is. Because at the end of the day, he's a little bit older when he started, and he knew, in fact, that people loved his content. He didn't stop. Archie Luxury did not stop. He kept on going, doing content. He was reading. He wasn't getting super chats back in the days. He was reading comments, doing his thing. And little by little, he learned the fact that you could do videos, live streams, and his work ethic is what should make everybody understand. There's a way to hold your stardom, and he's officially holding it tight right now. I'm going to tell you, in the last 24 hours, I've seen a lot of stuff in the watch community. I don't expect any of you to watch it because I'm going to tell you right now, some of you might get migraines, some of you might not understand. But let's just put it this way. Archie Luxury, he does amazing stuff. The things he thinks of, you will not believe he thinks of. But he does it, and he doesn't mean to do it, but he just does it. The point of the matter is, a guy like that, he's holding his stardom on YouTube, and that's amazing. That is 5-star, 10-star. That is outstanding. That should be the role model to all of the other YouTube creators. But either way, hey, ain't no simping out here. I just want to tell you guys that, hey, there are YouTubers out there that do a hell of a job, and they know how to hold their stardom. But the point of the matter is, Britney Spears. Oh, let me see who's next. Michael Jackson. Oh, shoot. Okay, Michael Jackson. Well, that makes sense. The point of the matter is, Michael Jackson, you can't really say that he fell off. The point of the matter is, there was a lot of allegations to this man. I think that's what messed him up. I think the worst thing possible, all those allegations are pretty gross, but the point of the matter is, the guy's a star, okay? When I'm listening to his music, I don't think of any of the things that he has done in real life, or if he has done. I don't think of any of that. I think of how this Michael Jackson, man, the guy that says, hey, the guy that sometimes they make memes about, yeah. The point of the matter is, this guy hit stardom from the very beginning. When he was a kid, the Jackson 5. Jackson 5 was basically his family, and as you all know, they grew up and they all split up. Michael Jackson was the only one other than his sister that officially rose to fame really fast. His sister, Jesus. Every time I see Janet Jackson, I feel like she's going to take a large dump, man. I can't look at that woman. Almost like Oprah Winfrey. I can't look at Oprah Winfrey. I feel like she's going to take a dump any moment. And if you think it's funny, it's not funny, man. I just can't see them the same way anymore. Point of the matter is, Michael Jackson, he is officially one of the biggest icons ever. Did he fall down into a rabbit hole of complete horrible, let's just put it this way. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. I don't even want to see your face anymore. Let me scroll this. Who the hell's this guy? Another nobody. Who the hell knows this guy? I don't know who this is. Let me put it on this one. This is... okay. Oh, hell no. Oh, shoot. Look at this. Look at this. Holy shoot. Look at this pig. Look at this pig. I gotta show you this full screen. Holy heaven. This is the kid from that movie, The Sixth Sense. This is the guy that couldn't see. Well, no, this is the guy that was seeing ghosts. Holy shit, what the hell happened to this dude? Holy heaven, this is live reactions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is live reactions. I didn't even notice that this guy was even still relevant. That's insane. He has turned into a complete hog. Holy shit. Look at this. Again, full screen. Let me take myself off the screen because this is just holy heavens. What the hell happened to this dude? Point of the matter is, we all know what happened with this guy. At the end of the day, most likely, he just got too stressed out. I think that's what it is, man. When people gain weight, that's what it is. They get too stressed out. Over here it says Harry Joel Osment was nominated for Academy Awards when he was 11. He won a bunch of awards playing his memorable role in The Sixth Sense. He acted a few more popular films, showing his talent acting like a brilliant young man. But eventually, he got... Oh, shoot! It says he got into gang life. Oh, man, that's not good. It says he got into gang life and he got into drugs. That is horrible. But the point of the matter is, let's just say this. Okay, for some of you, you have to understand, stardom is something that's given and it can be taken away. I think I said it right. Let me do that again. Stardom can be given and can be taken away. I'm trying to put the R in the towel. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's exactly how they say it. But let me say this, okay? Man, this last one blew me away. Holy shit, that blew me away. Anyways, the point of the matter is, at the end of the day, hey, I don't want to see this website anymore. I'm getting chills looking at this website. Jesus Christ! I gotta see something else. Somebody give me some Bitcoin up in here. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna show you Bitcoin currently. I want to show you something that some of you are very eager to know about, and I do know that I'm very eager to talk about it too. Look, some of you that love fragrances. Stardom is huge. Okay? You've seen what happened to Bud Light. Bud Light, the worst thing happened. You put somebody on a commercial that shouldn't be on a commercial, and all of a sudden the whole company just tanks. Okay, let me say this. With this company, Zaharoff, you already seen George Zaharoff in the chat room? George, I see you! I see you, George! Let me take a selfie! The point of the matter is, this is a company that I did not know about, okay? When it came to fragrances, I tell you, I only try to show you the best fragrances in the world. And at the end of the day, my belief was that when I saw this company, I said, wait a minute, I have to look into this. Finally, I got into it. I looked deep. And all of a sudden, all the people in the fragrance community were telling me about it. I'm like, cool, but does it make sense? I don't really care. Then I decided to purchase some fragrances. When I first started deciding to purchase some fragrances, I can tell you, shit! I said, damn, what is this? When I sprayed it on my skin, I said, Jesus Christ, did I just pay so-and-so for this? And it smells amazing. So, next thing you know, a lot of people started telling me, hey, yeah, this guy is one of the guys in the fragrance community. He has a company. I'm like, man, that's amazing. That's insane. Who's this guy? Everybody started telling me it was George Zaharoff. I started looking into his history. When I look into his history, let me say this. I saw a lot of things that, how can I say it? Entrepreneur. I saw an entrepreneur. I saw a man that was an artist, and I saw a man that really, really has a little bit of talent onto fashion. I told myself, wait a minute, this is the guy that just started off? What the hell is he doing on fragrance community? So I started looking more. I got a different fragrance. I ended up getting 2 fragrances at the time. I really liked it. And a couple years after, I think we're in, how long? We're in, I think, a year and a half or 2 years almost. I started discovering all the fragrances. Every time he released a fragrance, I would get a fragrance. But the problem is, unlike other YouTubers, I actually don't wear the fragrances when I get them. When I order something, okay, I have to be in the mood. Remember, I do not shill, okay? When it comes to fragrances, when it comes to whiskeys, I have to be in the mood to tell you that this is an amazing product. I have to be drinking it. I have to be literally reviewing it. I am not going to tell you this is the best product unless this week I'm drinking this. I live my life how I show you on the YouTube. That's how it is, and that's why a lot of people enjoy my content. The point matter is there's other YouTubers out there, they're going to show you random whiskeys all the time, they're not even drinking them. There's other people out there in the fragrance community that are showing you fragrances that they're not even wearing them. They're not even wearing them. They're just showing you and they're not even wearing them. Son of a gun, I've been wearing this since last week. I think I made 5 G's in the span of the sprays. Every time I spray this, I made like a couple $1,000 every time I spray this. This is my lucky fragrance. Can I say George Zaharoff's fragrance is lucky to me? I'm lucky to have it. I'm lucky to show you guys, and I'm lucky to have discovered this company. Because if it wasn't for the fragrance community, I would have never discovered this company. I would never be showing this on the screen, because you already know I only show you the best products, and I will never show you a product that's bad. If this is a bad product, I will never show you on the screen. That's just how I roll. I'll feel sorry. I'll say, hey look, George, I don't like the fragrances. I'm sorry. Just, I don't like the fragrances. But everything that he has been putting out is excellent. And the fragrance that we have here, which this is Coco Loco. I'm going to tell you this. This is something that you can wear in summertime at the beach. If you're in a yacht, this is the perfect fragrance to wear in a yacht. If you're going golfing in a hot heat, this is an amazing fragrance to wear. I'm going to tell you, I love this currently. I'm wearing it now more because it's hot. And again, thank you so much, George Zaharoff, for sending me the super chat. And it's beautiful to know that I actually have the owner watching me. It's cool, man. It's cool. And also, for all of you that don't know, like, this is YouTube, man. Anything can happen to this channel. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tune you guys down just a little bit, just a tad bit, because I do know a lot of you are relaxing at home, and some of you are tuning in. So currently, there's a lot of celebrities that are getting into whiskey. Now, listen to this, okay? Listen to this. There's a lot of celebrities now that are getting into whiskey. They weren't into whiskey before, and they're not all of them are into whiskeys. But there's a lot of athletes right now that are currently going in deep onto bourbon whiskey, and this is an American spirit. So for all of you that have seen me talking about Buffalo Trace, if you think I'm going to be talking about Buffalo Trace for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try as much as possible to review all the Buffalo Trace products. I'm going to give a huge shout outs to any celebrity like Shannon Sharp that has talked about these whiskeys. Because at the end of the day, celebrities are the ones that are giving the spotlight to all of us YouTube creators. When we're YouTube creators, we have to rely on our own artistry. Okay, if I do thumbnails, if I do a video, if I do anything for you guys, I can only extend my content so much. So when it comes to you guys in the chat room, you guys help me out by actually hitting the upvote on this stream. If you have hit the upvote on the stream, you have helped out the algorithm. You have helped us all out. And at the end of the day, if you're watching and you subscribe and you're enjoying all the comments and you're enjoying all the videos, you're helping out with the community. So when it comes to celebrities, let me just tell you this. Let me put this light on. When it comes to celebrities, the biggest thing currently is that they're starting to talk about this. This is Blanton'S. Everybody knows this is from Buffalo Trace. The point of the matter is, when these celebrities start talking about this, we get more of a light on. Okay, we get more of a light on YouTube, and to me, it makes my effort a little bit easier. When I have content out, it helps me out. So, Shannon Sharp, huge shout outs to you, Shannon Sharp. If you ever stumble upon any of my videos, and if you ever watch the live streams, I do know you will never comment. And at the end of the day, that's just how celebrities are. They will not comment because it can affect them completely in whatever type of career they have at the moment, or whatever office job they have. I'm going to tell you this. Thank you so much for all the celebrities that are jumping on the bandwagon and trying to get yourself one of these Blanton'S bottles. And also, I have to thank the fragrance community. If it wasn't for the fragrance community talking about fragrances all the time, I think some of the content that I do when it comes to fragrances, it would be non-relevant. So I have to thank a lot of the fragrance community members and the artists like George Zaharoff. He is an artist himself. And at the end of the day, hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Hey, Stardom, it could go both ways, okay? And I have to hit this nail on the head on here. I just showed you that, okay? I just showed you the fragrance. You can go check out Zaharoff.com. And also, you can go check out Bitcoin. Yes. You can go check out Bitcoin. This is something that a lot of people want to see all the time. Can you say, woo-wee? Yes, you can say that. It went down all the way down. Here, I had this line prepared for all of you a long time ago. You see how I hit it? Okay, this is not even a joke. Okay, this is not even a joke. When this hits that over there, there's a reason why I put the line on there. Bitcoin officially went down to 70-something thousand and it's popping back up. But the point of the matter is, we're still talking about stardom. Can YouTubers handle the stardom that they get? At the end of the day, I'm gonna fall back onto the thing that I wanted to talk about. On YouTube in the fragrance community, there's a lot of people that they think that just because they have a sub count, they're stars, and that's by far that you're not a star. The moment you become a star, you will be in commercials on TV. You will be okay. You will have companies wanting to get you onto their commercials. Okay, the moment that you become a model, the moment you become somebody that's speaking for a fragrance on their own platform, that's when you become a star. If you think that you can become a star in your own channel, it can happen. It can happen. But most of the time it happens with podcasts, with people that have celebrity status. And sometimes it happens just to the few. There's always artists like musicians that most of the time they start off on YouTube, just like the example I gave you as Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's one of the artists that started off on YouTube as a kid when none of us even knew what YouTube was. But the point of the matter is, stardom is everywhere. It could be given and it could be taken. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm trying to be a Shakespearean son of a gun out here. Hopefully you understand what I mean. The point of the matter is, I think there's a lot of people raising the bar on certain people on YouTube, and it could get ugly pretty fast. As you have seen on the website on here, you've seen most of these people got into drugs. They got into a lot of abusing alcohol, and at the end of the day, stress is huge. Now, how can you get stress? Well, you can get stress easy. If you mentally think that you're going to become a star and everybody believes you're a celebrity and you just lose that audience, you can get the biggest stress and the biggest depression that you can ever have in your life. All of that can fall into your lap in an instant like that. I'm going to tell you, I have to give a huge shout out to Archie Luxury because I think that is one guy that officially he can take anything and he rolls with it. When it comes to YouTube, you have to understand you have to have thick skin. And at the end of the day, when you have thick skin, hey, that is your armor. That is the biggest armor you have on YouTube when you have thick skin. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this like a peasant, okay? I'm going to tell you this like a peasant. If I knew, in fact, that I started off all these streams at a low rate, and we're growing little by little. I know, in fact, that I try to be as humble as I can be. I could be wild, yeah, I could be wild. The point of the matter is, there has to be a limit on some YouTubers. There has to be a mental risk factor that they have to have mentally, knowing, in fact, that one day they can lose everything. YouTube can officially delete their channel. YouTube can officially make sure that they're not monetized. They can officially lose it in no time. Don't feel safe when you think the least time that you think that you're in the top of the world, it just gets taken from you. Okay, so this is going to be for any community, but especially the watch community. There's a guy right now. It's one of our friends, all of our friends. I think most of us know who he is. I think he's pressured into right now. It's great content for the people that are watching. Obviously, he's getting pressured into stardom. I don't know how a man like that can handle stardom. I personally don't think a guy like that can handle stardom, and it's revolving in front of us. And to be honest, I don't even know how to explain it to a guy that doesn't understand. But if anybody out there, it takes one person out. It takes one person. If it's me, the person that does something to help a person out, hopefully it is. I do know, man, YouTube, it's all about drama. It's all about, everything. But at what expense? At what expense? I do know in the fragrance community, a lot of people have quit. And I think we all talked about that. They quit because there's certain stress levels, and when you're watching a stream, when you're trying to do a stream, you have a certain amount of stress level on YouTube. There's a lot of people that don't know how to handle that stress. I'm going to give it to one of the guys, okay? I know, in fact, that nobody's going to tell him, but DDLD. Okay, DDLD could have an amazing channel. But I think DDLD has too much. If you guys don't know who DDLD, he was hopping on my channel recently. I think the last time he hopped on was 2 months ago. He officially abandoned everything. I think the matter of fact is he realized that YouTube is too stressful. And it's cool, man. I think it's good that some people realize that YouTube is too stressful for them. If it's too stressful for them, they have to know a limit. And it's pretty cool to know that DDLD, he's one of the fragrance guys, he realized that, it's too stressful to be on YouTube. And there's too much going on, too much drama. And it ain't for me. And it's not helping out. And it's good that he realized that. He steps back and he can come back into the fragrance community or whatever community he wants to. But the point of matter is, some people can't handle the downfall. And that's why we're doing a stream today. Because I think personally, I think I'm seeing somebody that's being turned into a star. And I'm all about it, man. I want to make sure that this guy becomes a star. The star that he wants to be. There's some people that live their whole lives and they never have that feeling of stardom. And when you grab it and you hold it on, it's like, man, is this it? Is this it? Look, I know what it is to have a lot of people, like before YouTube. I know what it is to have a lot of people looking up to you and thinking, hey, man, this is the guy. This is the guy. Look at this guy. This is the guy. I know what it is to have that. Now, to retain that, that's the hard part. Man, hopefully everything goes well for Marcelo. And huge shout outs to Marcelo, huge shout outs to Archie, huge shout outs to the Watch community, huge shout outs to all the people in the fragrance community. They believe in themselves. But yeah, man, somebody has to say it. Look, if you think YouTube can make you a star, hey, it can. Can too much stardom on YouTube make you the biggest star, but you can crumble all over the place? Jake Paul is an example. Okay, Jake Paul is an example. And when it comes to boxing, I'm going to tell you this. Boxing is huge. Huge. A lot of people lose it by losing one fight. That's all it takes for them to lose everything. They could be the most undefeated guy in the ring. They could be the most undefeated man in real life. They could be the biggest outfit in the room. All it takes in one loss, and mentally that person can go down the rabbit hole that some of you probably will never see in your life. Thank the Lord that some of you will never see it. I have seen it personally to some of my teammates. I have seen it in front of me that somebody has $1 million, and that's it, they're gone. I had a guy that he has $7 million, about $7 million. He lost it all in a span of a month. Okay, you know what it is to have $7 million and lose it all in a month? He went from literally making all that money in no time and losing it all in a month. $7 million. Okay? When I asked this man, I go, oh, it's not a man, it's a guy my age. I go, hey man, how does it feel? How does it feel to lose all that money? Because obviously it doesn't bother you. Obviously it doesn't bother you. He goes, man, it was the worst feeling I have ever had in my life, he said. He said, it was almost like I was a walking zombie. He said to me, he said, I can't even explain to you the feeling. You probably will never have the feeling, and I hope you never have it. But he said, it was almost like losing a family member every day on that month. Every day, somebody just passes away. That was the feeling that he told me. I'll never forget it. He goes, but I'm good now. And mentally, I just know it's just money. I have learned that when I lost the $7 million, mentally, I learned at the end of the month, after the fact that I lost all the $7 million, he was a star. He was every place he went to, he was a star, man. Everybody wanted to know him. And this is the issue when it comes to stardom. People show up. People that you do not expect to show up, they show up to see you. They show up to be you. They show up to shake your hand. They want to be with you. They want to be around you. They want, if you're going to a restaurant, they want to be in your table. When you're a star and you have all this money and all of a sudden you just rose to fame, he told me, he goes, hey, everybody wants to be with you. It doesn't matter if you go to the bathroom, they're going to want to go to the bathroom with you to have a conversation. And at the end of the day, is that really what some of you on YouTube are looking for? Because I don't think some of you can handle it. You know what it is to have a whole month, every week feeling like somebody just passed away? That's a bad feeling. I'm going to tell you this. He was sitting at the table with me he didn't have too much money. And the point of the matter is, he had maybe $1,000 in front of him, maybe $2,000 in front of him at the time. And he told me, he goes, hey, can I borrow $20? I said, you're joking. He said, no, I just want to know, would you lend me $20 from your pocket? I go, if you need it, I'll give it to you. But you just told me a story. You just told me a story of how you lost $7 million. How the hell you dare to even ask me for $20 right now? He goes, I'm just trying to have breakfast. It was like at 7 a.m. in the morning, and me and him and a lot of other professional players were playing. The point of the matter is, hey, this can happen to anybody. Just understand, man. I've seen it. And I'm seeing it right now in the watch community. It's not funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I think I'm laughing because of the whole joke of him asking for $20. Now, come on, man. How you going to ask me for $20? You got $2,000 in front of you, my man. Don't ask me for $20. Like, you got to whisper it to me? Come on, man. He whispered it. He goes, hey, can I ask you a question? You got $20? I go, yeah, I'm not going to give it to you. Funny thing, man. Can you believe that? That's like Mike Tyson coming up to you and saying, hey man, I just want to let you know, I lost almost all my millions of dollars. I lost everything. But can you Uber me? Can you Uber me? Mike Tyson asking me that. Can you Uber me? My man, I'm not Ubering shit. You Uber yourself. As a matter of fact, yeah, let me call the Uber for you so I can tell the world that I just called the Uber for Mike Tyson. The point of the matter is, man, hey man, don't let stardom get to your head. Make sure you're humble and make sure to know never to tattoo your hands. If you tattoo your goddamn hands, make sure you know what you're tattooing because that's there forever. Now, I'm going to say this. If my whole back is tattooed, you'll never see it. You're never going to know that my whole back is tattooed. Your hands, in fact, are the worst things you can tattoo because at the end of the day, if you ever want to do a crime, they're going to know, in fact, you got a NWO on your hand or you got a flower in your hand. Come on, my man. What are you doing? Don't do that. Everybody has a thing. Now this is random. This is horrible. what I'm about to say. I saw a Netflix documentary not long ago. I think it was even in the pandemic or something like that, 2020. It was in 2020. You're probably asking, why did I see this sick Netflix show? It's because I like to see other people's misery when I'm feeling like shit. And when I watch that, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing, in fact, that I didn't go through that. Somebody else did. So at 2 a.m. in the morning, I officially was watching. I was watching a Netflix. This was 2020. It was a guy that literally the same thing we're talking about now. Stardom, okay, Stardom. But the problem is with this guy on Netflix. I don't know the show. He officially he was going to the gym a lot. He was working out. He got a better job, and he had a wife. He had kids and everything. He started becoming different. He started becoming almost like a star in his own mind. He ended up becoming somebody different over time, over the year, span of a year, I believe it was, in that Netflix documentary. And it got to the point that he wasn't him anymore. All of the working out that he did, he turned into a different man. He wasn't acting the same. Her personality changed completely. He was turning into his own star. And personally, I'm going to tell you, the end of the show, well, the end of the documentary to me was pretty awful. He ended up doing some bad things to his family, and he ended up in jail. The point of the matter is, all of that happened when everything was going downhill for them. Why am I telling you this story? Because these are real stories, and everything that I have shared with you on this stream is literally real. Now, the one thing that I showed you is the celebrities, and those celebrities, I didn't know half of those celebrities. But the point of the matter is, just be careful, my man. YouTube is real. This is a real thing that we're doing out here. And you're living a real life in everybody's world. So for all of you watching, hey, I have hit officially the 1 hour and 20 minute mark. I'm going to tell you on the super chats that we have got today. Nelson Oliveira, thank you so much. Nelson, George Zaharoff, the owner of Zaharoff, the owner of Zaharoff, the Zaharoff house. And also for all of you, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tune this up a little bit, make sure that you guys have a little bit of more of a happy, because I just talk about something that I didn't want to talk about that, but I have to say it. Okay, I have to say it. It's just a bad documentary to watch a movie. Oh man, bad documentary. Did I sleep good that night? Yeah, I did sleep good. Point of the matter is, don't be like me. Everybody is their own self. Okay, if you're trying to be somebody on YouTube, man, how can I say this? Just know that there are flaws and there are bad negativity that can happen. There are bad things that can happen to you. Bad things. Just be careful what kind of street you want to go down, what kind of road you want to go down. Let me sip on this. Also, again, I want to tell everybody, please, when you're drinking whiskey, drink responsibly. I don't say this enough. If you think that I drank this all in 1 week, I have actually drank this. It took me to drink all this because I have so many whiskeys. This is probably a whole year that I have it, because I take small sips. I drink like maybe an ounce or two when I'm doing reviews for all of you guys. The max I do is about 2 ounces, maybe an ounce and a half. That's how I do reviews. So remember, do not abuse alcohol. This is real alcohol. If you drink a lot of this, obviously you can get poisoned. Nobody's gonna chug this down. Okay, be responsible with your drinking. Look, if you're 20-something, if you're 26 years old, because I recently noticed that there's a lot of young guys that are watching me. There's a lot of 29, 28, 26-year-old men that are watching me. If you're 24 years old, you're officially legal. Okay, you're legal to drink whiskey here in the USA. But understand and listen from me, okay? Drink responsibly when you drink. There is no competition out there. Just because you're drinking whiskey doesn't mean that you're competing with your friend. Okay, doesn't mean that you're competing to see who has the biggest sword, okay? You know in fact who has the biggest sword. You don't gotta tell anybody. You know in fact you got the biggest tennis balls in the room. You don't have to completely compete with anybody when it comes to drinking whiskey. When you drink whiskey, drink it responsibly and enjoy the whiskey, okay? Enjoy it, have little pours, enjoy the taste, enjoy the notes, enjoy the aroma, enjoy that beautiful, beautiful aged whiskey, and at the end, enjoy your allocated bourbon whiskeys, because this is an allocated product, and I just want to let you guys know, look, okay, I don't say it enough. Just be responsible when you drink. If you watch me drink, it's because I'm drinking a small amount. I just had a good amount of food, and I am drinking a little bit of a cocktail right now. You're asking yourself, what is this, Reaper? What is this? As a matter of fact, I poured a little bit of Blanton'S in here. Not this new Blanton'S. I have an older Blanton'S bottle from a couple years ago. I want to still destroy that one, so I poured it in here, and I poured in here one of the raspberry teas that I enjoy. And to me, I get the beautiful notes of that bourbon whiskey, and I do get the underlining beautiful fruity notes that the Blanton'S doesn't have on this. So let me drink this. That's amazing. That's really good. Really outstanding. I'm going to give a huge shout out to anybody in the chat room. So if you have walked in the chat room, let me say this. If you don't know already, I have to repeat this for you all the time, and this is the thing that we do. Reaper Cool, you know what time it is. We're number one. I'm going to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat room that's in the chat room. Nick, I see you, Nick. Good to see you, my man. I do know there's a lot of people that enjoy the nighttime content. D, I see you, D. Adelale, I see you, Adelale. And also, Money Burner, I see you, Money Burner. AM, good to see you, AM. I see you, AM. Looks like I was knocked off the top super chat for the... If you don't know who AM is, he's funny, man. He's been sending $1 super chats, knowing in fact that there's not going to be an audience in the afternoon, because he knows that everybody works. He knows that I'm in Florida and I start my streams at a certain time. AM, you're very smart when you do that. And I've been putting his super chats onto the banned whiskey. So any banned whiskey that you see that I'm doing, I'm putting his super chats on there. The next review that we're doing is obviously Wild Turkey 101. I'm not going to tell you anything about Wild Turkey 101. But the point of the matter is, okay, when it comes to these super chats, Nelson, you have to thank Nelson again, and also George Zaharoff also, but I'm going to go around the room and give huge shots at anybody that shows up. Kirk, he did send a $5 super banger last stream, the stream that I was poisoned, and I think you already know when it comes to me being poisoned, I don't get poisoned with whiskey, but when it comes to, let me just say this, when it comes to these streams, this is as real as it gets. There's no script on here, so just know that. There's nothing that I can read. There's nothing out here. I just roll with it. Everything that I have in my head, I just put it out onto the YouTube. Let me see again here. Who else? Also, Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty was here. Good to see Farm Kitty. And also anybody that like Tater Dom, one of my wrenches. Always great to see you. To get a wrench, remember, you have to always be part of the show, supporting the show. If you support enough, I'm going to tell you, you're just going to get a wrench. The wrench lasts as long as you support and always in the chat room. That's how it goes out here. So if you keep on sending super chats, it helps out. Caboose Juice! I see you, Caboose Juice. This is a man that does great content in the fragrance community. And also, I will say, for any of you that come in the chat room, like right now, Manny, I see you, Manny. This is Manny. He has a Spanish talk show that talks about fragrances. Manny, you already know when it comes to fragrances, I love fragrances. I have a bunch of fragrances, but this is currently my money fragrance. I have made so much money with this fragrance, and is it possible that a fragrance can give you a type of a vibe? Of course. Any fragrance that you wear gives you vibes. It gives you that ambiance, it gives you a good vibe. That's why I like talking about fragrances. I like talking about whiskey, and I like talking about watches. Currently, you see my watch that I'm wearing. I wear a watch every day. And for all of you, remember, any watch that you have is a good watch. At the end of the day, don't put well, you can put a lot of money in your watches, but this is the watch that I'm wearing. I love this. A lot of people always stop me and they go, hey, what is this? What you got? Is that Patek Philippe? Patek Philippe? And that's a shout out to Tan over there, because if it wasn't for him, there's a lot of things in the watch community. Okay, there's a lot of things in the watch community that some of you would be able to see if it wasn't for that guy. There's a lot of people that do support the watch community. So big shout out to Tan. He is the one really orchestrating everything in the watch community. But a lot of people, they ask me, they go, what is that? Patek Philippe? Patek Philippe? I go, do you even know what a Patek? He goes, yeah, I know what a Patek. It's not a Patek Philippe because I can see the price. Well, it's not. And I can't be wearing a Patek Philippe. I can't be wearing a Patek Philippe in Miami all the time. Patek Philippe's, if you don't know, you have to be wearing it on certain occasions. And I tend to bump my walls a lot. I tend to hit a lot of things. I'm a very there's a word that they call it. I'm a very rough man. So I tend to hit stuff and I don't notice. Sometimes I have bruises on my arms because I hit something. Like my motorcycle today, I hit my motorcycle. I hit the back of it by accident, and I think I bruised myself. But I will not notice it tomorrow. But the point of the matter is, hey, we have got to the end of the point, I think. Let me see if the watch committee has started yet. I want to make sure to watch that, because at the end of the day, they're doing some good stuff over there, and I do have to eat. So let me see over here. Let me see that they have over here. Let me see over here. Let me see. Let me click this over here. Boom. Wow, they haven't started a stream. Holy shoot, they haven't started a stream. That's insane. That is insane. I cannot believe that. Sometimes I think that around 7:30 is the time that they usually start a stream. And also, again, I have to tell everybody something. This is a YouTube creator that, if you don't know this YouTube creator, he officially has a channel that it's a big channel. But the cool part about it is that he knows, in fact, that he's the leader and the host of his channel. There has been recently a time that this man has he was doing content with a good group. And sometimes, when you're with certain people, they want you to change your channel a certain way. And this man had a little bit of a drama going on a couple weeks ago. And I think it's good drama if you put it on YouTube. But he had that ambition, that motivation to put all the drama aside and to stick to his content. To me, to tell you how insane that was for you to actually put aside that and to stick to your content, you to stick to your guns. Manny, let me tell you this, that is outstanding. That's what a real man does. A real man does what he thinks is best, not what anybody else tells him to do. What you did over there in your channel to put all the drama aside and officially stick to fragrance talk and not make a whole thing about it, I think that shows the type of class you are. And you know what? I believe he lives in Mexico. And, Mexicans, man, I don't think you guys understand. Mexicans they're very strong-willed, man. If you don't know, just because I'm talking about Mexicans, and I think he's gonna laugh about this, it doesn't mean the people that are working on the side over there in you know where. No, I don't mean like that. I mean, in fact, like the Mexicans, like Manny, they have very strong will, and they don't put up with a lot of things. And so for him to put aside all the drama on his channel, I think it's a remarkable, man. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't have the will to do that. I would officially make sure to make drama. And he didn't do that. He did the opposite. And I thought, to me, I said, holy shit, that is wild. How can he just let this go? But he let it go, and I think that shows what kind of a man he is. And also, he says over here, Manny, he says, thanks a lot for your words, man. I really appreciate it. Need you in my show soon. Well, Manny, you know me. I'm all about fragrances. I love my fragrances. I can talk about Perfume de Marly on your show because I bought all my Perfume de Marly, unlike other people. So if we did a show together, My show with you would be how other people shield products. I think me and him are the only ones that I know buy our own fragrances. I think you've seen me buy this one recently. You've seen me buy a lot of other fragrances. All the fragrances that I buy, I know in fact, I buy them. I make sure to buy all the whiskeys possible because I don't want a company to tell me to not talk about a whiskey. And if they have a new release, they send it to me for free. I don't want that. I want to be able to make my own channel to the point that they can ask me one day, hey, you want to be part of my commercial? Then I have the option to say yes or no. I don't want people, I don't want companies to reach out to me saying, you want this free bottle? Here you go. Here's this free bottle. Here you go. Here's this free bottle. I don't want that. I could buy the free bottles. I could buy all that. Money to me, I have the money to buy all the bottles I want to. I have the will to show you any bottles I want to too. But I don't show you any bottle. I only show you the best on here. And so, Manny, if we ever do a show together, it would be officially talking about how we bought our own bottles, how we are the only ones currently that are doing that. And Manny, thank you so much for that one. If anybody tunes into this show, you have to understand it's a Spanish show. I don't comprehend everything. But what I can tell you is he had a lot of people helping him out. And it's crazy, man. Like, you know what it is to have, this happened to me all the time at the beginning. At the beginning, I had people, they wanted to hop on my bandwagon and to really just, go along with it. I learned that there's people that are very envious and very jealous. And I learned that there's a lot of people that they turn on you pretty fast. If you don't know, there's a Bible. In the Bible, if all of you are religious, you'll know about the Bible. But if you don't know about the Bible, open up your Bible. You can see every passage that you open up. There's a certain lesson in the Bible. The Bible is meant for all of you men and the ladies too. But the Bible is meant for all of you to learn the things that happened in the past, the things that can happen to you. Now, personally, I think that this Bible was made for all of us to get guidelines to our life. Our life is literally, we're living the whole Bible. And if you don't know the whole Bible, you have to read it. If you're going to ask me if I've ever read the Bible before, well, you have to know me, in fact, to know that if I read it or not. I'm not going to say it on the stream. But the point of the matter is, whenever you open up a Bible, there's always a lesson on every little page. And these are lessons that people have learned a long time ago. And for all of you that do not know, it can happen to you. So understand, there's a lot of people that are very envious. If they talk about you, most of the time, it's that you are officially, you're the guy that they want to stab, just like that guy. You know that guy that stabbed Jesus in the back. Bah! Just stabbed him in the back. They might as well just gave Jesus a poison. Come on, man. You might as well just gave him poison so that he didn't die on the cross. But he died on the cross. So, what the fuck was that? What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Man, I'm not talking no Bible no more. Jesus Christ, did you hear that? Okay, I'm not talking about that anymore. The point of the matter is, hey, we are in the live stream. It's about an hour and 30-something minutes. I don't know what I heard in back. Did I hear thunder and lightning when there's sun outside? I think I did hear that. I have no idea, but let me tell you this. I'm going to end the show very soon. This show has been fantastic. I appreciate all of you for being part of this stream. And also, I'm going to say for all of you, hey, if you don't know already, man, hey, live stream, trying to do as much live streams as possible. And thank you for everybody that has wished me a happy birthday. I think this has been an excellent stream. I think I have done an excellent job on here. Good practice makes perfect. If you do good practice all the time, it doesn't matter where you do a stream. You'll just be perfect. And this is what I try to do. When it comes to the live streams, I'm going to tell you, you know who's number one. You guys are number one. Reaper Crew. At the end of the day, I have to give a huge shout out to everybody. The USA. Huge shout outs to the USA. Huge shout outs to the U.S. Army, U.S. Marines, U.S. Air Force, U.S. Navy. And let's not forget about the Space Force. Yes, yes, yes. The Space Force is over there in the moon battling the aliens. Shout outs to them. And the Reaper Crew. Don't forget Reaper Crew. We're number... I'm going to tell you this. Huge shout outs to Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at 71,592. And also huge shout outs to XRP. XRP, yes. This is XRP. If you don't know already, I talk to you about the best stuff. And I feel the need to show you stuff out here that is number one. If any of you believe Ethereum is number one, it is not number one. Number one is officially Bitcoin. But I can say XRP is really, really there. For all of you watching, we have done an excellent stream. If you want this stream to keep on going, you can super chat a topic right now, and I'll keep this show going. But currently, we have officially hit the nail on the head over here. Nelson, again, I have to give you a huge shout outs, Nelson. Shout outs! Let me... Selfie time. Did I do the selfie already? I think I did. I did the selfie. A lot of people are starting to do that now because of me. George, thank you so much again for the super chat on the stream. I have made $120, and officially on my birthday, for the people out there that think, in fact, just because we have a small audience doesn't mean they're VIPs. They're wrong. On my birthday, I had made about $250 something, almost $300. I think I made $300 some on my birthday. The other day, I made about $80 on the stream. A couple days ago, I made a good amount of money too. For all of you that do not know, if I don't get super chats, that doesn't mean that it's a bad stream. It just means that everybody's working. I do streams when everybody's working. I gotta entertain everybody. And at the end of the day, I can't be talking about whiskeys all day long. I can't be drinking whiskey all day long. The whiskeys are for 9 p.m. And for all of you watching, I hope you have enjoyed the stream, this whole stream. And for you, my whiskey man, I see you. You guys are the reason why I do streams. And I'm going to end the stream now. I'm going to keep the biggest super chat on the board. And for all of you, have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Whiskey live stream, 9 p.m. See you all soon. I see you.